Join me as I take on the challenge of creating the cutest Halloween pom-pom decorations that will totally melt your heart. Maybe you're not a fan of spooky Halloween, or you have young children or a classroom to decorate. So in this video, I will show you how to create these adorable pom-pom decorations that will make you smile and not scream. Hi, I'm Rachel, so let's create some pom-pom monsters together. First things first, we're going to make a pom-pom. Now, the larger you make it, the more material you will have to play with and create your monsters. This is something you could do with children as well. Create your own little horde of monsters together. You can make this as big or as small as you like, but the bigger you make it, the more material you have to play around with and adapt to however you want it to look. I've gone for this lovely burnt orange colour just because it also is perfect for autumn colours. So if you don't want to decorate just for Halloween, you want it to last a little bit longer, then it can stay around a bit longer because it will match the colours of the season. I love a good DIY project where you can just relax, enjoy the process. There's nothing complicated about wrapping up a pom-pom. And you don't have to stick to wrapping with one colour, you can mix and match, just create a whole variety of colourful creatures. And if you want to make ghosts, then you can use some white yarn or string. If you want to make cats or something, you could go black. We've got this wrapped as far as I'm going to go with it. I'm now going to cut off my loose string, and then I'm going to cut around the middle to create my pom-pom pieces. It's helpful to have some really good scissors. These are my fabric scissors, which I love. If you're not familiar with making pom-poms, then you just want to cut carefully, make sure that any of the bits that are springing or loose don't come out. The more times you wrap your string or whatever you're using around, the harder it will be to cut. Okay, we've got a little ball of fur here. Now we need to secure it in place so the strands don't separate, and then we can get on to being creative and turning this into a little monster. So what you want to do is take a bit of string, ideally in the same colour unless you want it to stand out. Put it around the centre of your pom-pom. Pull it tight and then secure it. Now your pom-pom is all locked in together, so you can release it. So in this pom-pom maker, you simply pull the locks apart and then each half will slide open. So we've got our classic pom-pom. Now we need to turn this into a monster. If you want to keep this string, this is something you can hang on bunting, so you can have a little row of monsters on some bunting, which would look adorable on something like an entryway or on a door. You can also trim the string down so you don't see the string and have your little monster sitting on a shelf. So you've got those choices. Now you can leave your monster like a ball. I am going to give it a trim so that it gives it a slightly more defined shape. And don't worry, all these bits of string can be repurposed into something else. So just set them aside and you'll be able to create something fun with them afterwards. I'm going to give it a bit of a trim to create some definition around the head, as though it's a round head. But you can equally leave this and have some fun hair. So we've got more of a monster shape now. It's a bit more defined, like a body. So if it was white, it could be a ghost. And the thing that's going to turn this into a monster is giving it a face. So let's do that next. Given the chance to use googly eyes, I'm going to use googly eyes. However, you can equally just use paper to make the eyes. So that is your choice, and if you haven't got googly eyes to hand, like I have, then simple, just use paper. So what size eyes do we think is going to go? Smaller or the bigger? The advantage of the bigger eyes is it gives it that slightly quirky, extra cute look, but you can't really go wrong. And if you fluff up around the edges of the eyes a bit, it looks a little bit more natural, like they haven't just been plonked on top, and that, you know, they're part of the actual face. So then last thing we need to do is create a mouth. Now this is a monster, so you can give it some fangs, you can give it some jagged teeth, you could give it a quirky big smile. It's completely up to you, and if you make a few different monsters, you can mix it up as well. I've got some black foam. The reason why the foam is helpful is that it creates a bit of a solid base for the mouth to sit on Pom Poms, because obviously the Pom Pom is not a very stable surface by itself. Then also just some white paper for the teeth. If you want to create teeth, you might want red paper to make a fun tongue. Because this is an orange Pom Pom, I'm not going to do a tongue because I think it might blend in a bit too much. Always start bigger than you expect to need, because you can cut it down, but once it's cut, that's what you've got. That's a really big mouth, but actually it's looking pretty cute. Just a touch too big, I think. The easiest way to make teeth is to use your black base as the template and then cut around it. That way you know that you've got the shape that you need. And then you can decide how you want your teeth. I think I'm going to go for some cute rounded teeth. And then because this is just paper and foam, all you need is a little bit of glue to attach them. You will want something a touch stronger than Pritt Stick to attach it to the yarn. So I'll just use some school glue to attach my mouth to the yarn. You only need a tiny amount because it's such a light thing to attach. Spread it out a little bit, line it up where you think will be cute. Remember, fluff around the edges to try and mix it in with the face a little bit. If you have a few bits that are hanging over either the eyes or the mouth, it just blends it in and looks a bit more natural, you know, as far as Pom Pom monsters are very natural, of course. I mean, hello, just how adorable is this Pom Pom monster? It's the goofy teeth, it's the googly eyes, it's just so cute. So if you want some not so scary monsters for Halloween, then this is a great starting point. Of course, it would be unfair to leave poor orange monster by themselves. So we need some monster friends. So along with our many monster bodies, I've pre-prepared some mouths. These change the personality of your monster quite a lot. So if you want purely cute monsters, then you can have some more rounded teeth that makes them look a little bit more harmless. If you are making your own eyes, then if you cut them out in a round shape with big pupils, then they will look friendly and cute. If you do want to go for something a little bit more scary, then eyes that are a bit more diagonal down into the middle have a bit more menace to them. So just play around and see what your Pom Pom friends look like. And of course, on any given day, they could change their mood and need those scary eyes. And you can add other embellishments too, of course. If you've got something that you want to be a cute cat, you could do little triangles at the top to show its ears. Some maybe whiskers. You could leave some of the Pom Pom strands just a tiny bit longer at the front, and it will create your own whiskers as well. Okay, we have a little ghosty friend. Now I think Ghosty needs some small eyes because Ghosty is very small and innocent. This Pom Pom is white. Teeth are not going to show up as well, so it's better to go for a mouth that has got more of the black to really highlight teeth. Oh, that is pretty cute. I think that's the one. Oh yes, I like that. That's a good one. Okay. It's surprising actually just how much difference it makes as to where you place the features. It can really feel very different if you leave quite a gap, either between the eyes or eyes to the mouth. So just play around with a different placement, because you might find that something looks a lot more natural or cuter or more ridiculous, depending on where you place them. You can see what a difference it makes to the placement of the eyes, as to how close they are together, and the different feel that it gives to the character. And in contrast to the white ghosty one, where the teeth were not that visible, when you've got the black mouth background on the black Pom Pom, then of course you don't really see the mouth. So you really need to make sure that you choose the right teeth for your Pom Pom. I'm saying this like it really matters, whereas we're just playing, we're just having fun here. But I find it easier to do the eyes first and then choose which mouth style to go for, because the eyes are the eyes, but you've got the whole picture by the time you decide on the mouth as well. Oh, I think that's the one. These ones don't come with sticky backing, unfortunately, so I need to add glue to these eyes as well. Cute. Oh, I forgot to give this one a mouth, but actually I think that's quite cute not having a mouth. Maybe it's like mysterious, like does it have a mouth? You just don't know. This one really reminds me of the guinea pig hamster from The Secret Life of Pets. Now we've had one eye, I think we need to go through a 3-eye. I want it to look like a nose. So, in a straight line. Do you decorate a lot for Halloween? I feel like in this country we quite happily get dressed up and maybe go trick-or-treating, but I don't see too many decorations for Halloween around the house. Maybe it just depends if you have children of that age. Well, we've got an adorable jellyfish kind of monster, so what mouth would an adorable jellyfish kind of monster have? This is a good example of where the mouth is nicely wedged in, so it looks more natural hidden behind some of the yarn. And I'm just going to take off a few bits, because can you imagine having the hair in your mouth? It'd be very annoying. I don't want to do that to this monster. I find that the more complicated the more colours you have in your Pom Pom, probably the larger the features need to be, just so they stand out a bit more. It's the goofy smiles, they're just the best. Wasn't that so easy to create some adorable decorations for Halloween? So if you're more on the cute side rather than the spooky side, these monster pom-poms might just be the decorations you need in your life. But if you are on the spooky side of a Halloween fan, then you might enjoy my video about how to make a porch sign. Make it a little bit spooky to welcome or not welcome your guests to your home for Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. And as you're still here, please consider subscribing or ringing that notification bell. That just means that you will see my videos in your YouTube feed. Otherwise, they might stay hidden from you and you'll miss all the exciting seasonal content that I have coming up. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye.